Hello there, chums. It is I, Captain Stephen XO, and today, chums, I have a pretty unusual episode to share with you. It's kind of a review. I mean, first up, I'm inside of a system that I have called NMSA. Heck yes! Because it is full of some pretty interesting planets. It's not just got one interesting planet, it's got a couple of interesting planets for different reasons. So right now I am on planet What the Fudge, and as you can see, it's got no fauna, it's got no flora, and it's pretty much a dead moon. It's a catastrophe. It's a terraforming catastrophe. There we are. But it has got emerald on here, chums, and it's got curious deposits as well. As well as, check out this. I mean, it looks a lot better if I do a flyover. Let me call in my ship, and I will show you this planet and why I like it so much. Why can't I call in my ship? Well, that's just fudging great, isn't it? I wonder if it's out of launch fuel or something. Right, well, I'll go find my ship, and I'll be right back with you guys in a sec. Call in the Anvil of Destiny. It was just that the landscape was a little bit bizarre, and that's why I love this planet, is because just of how bizarre the actual landscape is. This is almost like an exotic dead planet. It's freaking mental. I mean, it's got all these little rings you can fly through and all sorts of stuff, but all the rock formations on here are gigantic. I've not come across a planet like this before, chums, and it's the first of its kind that I have seen, and I love it. I think it's really quite unique. And if we ever get the ability to lay down some sorts of flight paths for like some sort of race or something, this would be the perfect planet for it. I mean, it's got these rings all littered all over it. It's like it's a little mini assault course already. And you get to see little shooting stars come down. It's actually really quite a cool place to be. Anyway, so that's the first of the planets that I really wanted to show you in this system. The other one is the Oily Oceans planet that I've named. So this one over here, Oily Oceans. Fantastic planet, this one. Now, on this planet, it's got some awesome creatures. So it's got this chap that I call the Food Sneaker, mainly because it buries its food supplies. And then we've got this chap called the Piccolo. And this one, I called it Piccolo because it can regenerate, just like Piccolo from Dragon Ball Z. And then we've got this one, the Duggy Egger, because it digs underground and nests. And we've got the Water Sneaker. Look at that. Isn't that freaking bizarre? That's very alien. I like that one. And we've got the Water Nymph, because it's a strong swimmer. Yeah, it doesn't need armbands, that one. We've got Glowy Pegs, because he's got bioluminescent teeth. So it's got different types of dragonfly. The funny thing with this planet is it hasn't really got any land-based creatures. They either fly or they swim. There is one creature there, though, chums, and it says it's extinct. And it's an underwater mammalian creature. And I've actually scanned it. It's still there. And I'm fairly sure, on the actual patch notes, they said that they'd fixed that. So, bit of a mystery. Anyway, once I get there, which is this planet over here, yeah, because I'm going to go show you why I've called it Oily Oceans. Okay, let's go over there. I'll head towards where there's some watery areas, and I'll show you this planet, because it's pretty awesome. This is the actual planet that I'm going to be doing the review on. However, I just wanted to show you that first planet I was on, that What the Fudge, because it's pretty darn sweet. And as you can see from the air, this planet already sort of screams out, oh wow. It looks very Earth-like. I'm not so keen on the yellow trees, to be honest. It would be quite cool if they were more of a contrasting colour than a yellow. But I love the beaches. I love the actual terrain. The terrain is frickin' ace. There's loads of these sort of weird scalloped-shaped sort of islands and stuff, and some of them float. But it's the water. The water is amazing. It goes all sorts of different colours. It's like got greens and pinks and reds and oranges. Now, over here, it's really, really shallow. But if I head to one of the oceany areas where there's little islands, it's amazing. The only thing that really does annoy me about this planet is the sentinels. They're super aggressive. And even when you fly out to the oceans and you go to the island oceans and stuff, there's sentinels even on the islands out at sea. It's a bit of a pain. But look, just flying over this planet is beautiful. I mean, look, there you go. There's the watery. Look how oily it looks. It's really quite something. And I love all these sort of scalloped land masses because they give you opportunity to sort of hone your flying skills and smash the top of your ship against them. Usually, it's more seamless than that, chums. Trust me. Whoa, Nelly. Okay. So there's sort of like a two-tiered level system. You get these ones that sort of float up above the ocean quite high, and then you get the ones that are actually nestled in the water. I quite like the ones that are nestled in the water for landing on, because sometimes it can be a right pain getting out of the water. But here we go, we're going to land here anyway, chums. And I'll go for a quick dive, and I'll show you the oceans here, because the oceans here are pretty darn awesome. Let's go. Let's jump on in. Now, I've been saying for a while I haven't found many deep oceans. These oceans on this planet are about as deep as I've come across so far, chums. Now, as far as oceans go, I think this one is quite lavish and quite beautiful. And it is sort of a mid-depth, I would say. I mean, you can see the bottoms in here and stuff. There's the creatures that I was on about. I've scanned them, as you can see I've scanned them, but they do not appear on my Discoveries page. It just says extinct creature. But you can see here, they're in abundance. They're frickin' everywhere. They're not extinct. And there we go. It's that one there that I've managed to find. And I can't rename it, and I can't find these other two that are supposed to be rare and underwater. Well, common and also rare. The rare one I can understand. I think that's going to be a crab. I probably will find that one. But I don't think I'm going to find the other one. Oh, what's that vibrating? Oh, it's one of them. Okay, cool. I thought we was going to get a giant freaking worm for a second then, chums. That would have been awesome. You see what I mean? Yeah. So let's head on up here. Hopefully my jetpack isn't going to run out. Come on. Am I going to make it? Yes. Yes, I am. But there you go. You saw a sentinel spawn. As soon as I touch foot on land, sentinels spawn. But look at the ocean. Look how cool that is. It's putting these like gnarly lines around me as well. It is phenomenally beautiful. I really do like this planet, chums. Let's go into camera mode. Let's get me in running action. I mean, look at that. Look how cool that looks with the ocean behind us. And that's why I wanted to sort of showcase this planet. It's just because of the oceans and the aesthetics. I mean, I hate the sentinels. The planet itself hasn't got all that interesting fauna on. I mean, the fauna are pretty much fairly common. I mean, look at those. There we are. Hello. Hello, little dragonflies. And there's no land creatures or anything like that. And it hasn't got hardly any... Well, it's got some rare materials. The materials here are pretty good. It's got emerald. It's got paraffinium. It's got some other rare deposits. But it's just the oceans. It's the oceans that I love. I mean, look at that. That is so cool. Awesome, huh? So, yeah, it's not going to score high, chums. This really isn't going to score high. But if you do want to come here, let's just jump into camera mode. And let's get the actual coordinates on the screen. There we are. I'll just wait for that middle bar to disappear. Then I'm going to make that as big as I possibly can for you guys. So if you do want to come and pay this a visit, you can. And also on the screen right now is going to be the overall score in how I'm scoring this planet. I'm also going to throw into the mix the fact that it's also got that other planet called What the Fudge, which is just a crazy, crazy dead catastrophe planet, which I've never seen the likes of before. So there we go. It got a few extra points for that, but there's no base here. There's nothing like that. And just to show you what the other planets in this system are like, just in case you are wanting to come and have a look, we've got this one called the NMSA Elph Sanctuary. And I love this planet. It's quite cool. It's a fungal mold planet, but the reason I like it is because of just one creature. The creature that I've named this whole system after is this little guy here. The Night Elf, I've called it, because it looks like a little elephant. And he just flies around. He's beautiful. He really is a cute little creature. And he's actually a purpley colour. He's not so grey as this. It's beautiful. Honest, it really is cool. It's also got this little guy on there. Now, he used to be bright green. He's changed colour. But I called him Specsavers, mainly because of his weird eyes. But yeah, very cool. We've got a butterfly, because he looks just like a freaking bat, crossed with a butterfly. We've got this chap called Jaws, because he can dislocate his jaw, which is just a strange ability to have, but he has it. We've got this guy. Now, he used to be green as well, with red eyes, and I called him the Randall Hopper. His gender is asymmetric, and he's a real cute guy. Yet, if you actually go to the planet, he's green, so I don't know what's gone on there. It's almost like the colour's been sucked out of these guys. We've got a Scottish Rod B class, because he hasn't got as many legs as he should have. Yep, and okay, so that's that planet, which is pretty cool. NMSA Sci-Fi is quite a cool looking planet. I don't know if you can see from the screenshot there, but it's like a gamma reactive planet with some really wavy davy plants on it. And we've got this guy here. Well, let's go to the top one. So the helmeted bird, because he looks like he's wearing like a helmet. And we've got this one, the glitch kitten, or the glitch cat, because he can occasionally go invisible, apparently. And it looks nothing like that when you're on the planet. It's like yellow and white. Snailer, yeah, because it looks like a frickin' snail with legs. We've got Plague Flyer because its claws harbour disease. Yeah, pretty cool. And this is a cute little guy. I called him the Pup Strider because look at him. He's got this little dog-like head. He's so cute. Right-ho. And other planets. So what is the other one? Oh, I don't think I've showed you the Eyeballer Sanctuary. Now the reason it's called the Eyeballer Sanctuary is because of a couple of creatures on here that look like eyeballs. So we've got this one. After it grows eyes after damage apparently. So I called that one Popeye. And the main reason we came here was because of Eyeballer. Now you can't see this, but it's got a big bubble round it normally. It's like a load of eyeballs inside of a giant ball. It's pretty cool. And then we've got this one. I called this Scanner Shy Guy because it dislikes being scanned. This one, unpleasant to eat, so I called it Mum's Cooking. And we've got this one here, Flexible Joints, so I called him Flexor. I mean, look how bright and gnarly he is. So all the creatures on this planet are the right colour, so that's a bit odd. It's odd that all the creatures on the other planets have changed colour. And then lastly is NMSA Snowdon. I've saved the worst till last because this planet really is just a normal sort of snow planet. It's got some fairly interesting creatures on it, but nothing that's going to jump out and say, oh, that's amazing. So I've got this one here. I called him Go Faster Trops because he's got all these Go Faster lines on him, and he's like a Triceratops. Pretty awesome. He's quite a cool creature. And we've got this one, Dogs Go to Heaven, and I called him that because he grows wings before death. How cool is that? Yeah, he's pretty gnarly. I like his coloration. Pretty nice textures on that one. And this one, highly fertile, so I called him Fertiline because it's almost feline. It's got too many legs. We got this one, Saliva, pH 14. I have no idea what pH 14 does in the scientific world. I like the fact that he's got a bit of hair on his back, like a little bit of a mane going on. You don't see many creatures with hair, which I think this is quite cool. So I called him the Spitting Unicat. And then we got this one. I just called it Bat. You know why? Because it's a frickin' bat. Yeah, it's even got night vision like bats. It's a bat with some bird legs, and it's a dang bat. I called this one here because it fears the rain. Umbrella, Ella, heck yes. And we've got this one, and yeah, he's got sense organs in feet. So I called him Feet Fetishist. Yeah, a fetishist or something like that. Yep, so that's it, and I didn't find the last two on that planet. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at, chums. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. That's a little tour of NMSA. Heck yes. And yeah, hopefully you're going to come and visit. You're going to go, heck yes, I like this system. It's got something to see on pretty much every planet. Every planet here is interesting, apart from NMSA Snowdon, which it's okay. But the main reason you'd want to come here is because of this oil oceans and also NMSA What the Fudge. Awesome planets, both of them. So there you go, chums. That's your fill. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. And take care. I'll see you all soon. Goodbye all. Goodbye. Well, thank you very much for watching this video. And if you like what you see, please hit a like or a subscribe. And yeah, or you can support my channel through Patreon. Here are all my Patreon backers. Thanking you, Patreon. And I also have YouTube membership. If you want to sign over to YouTube membership, check out my video links in my video description. I also have merch. Grab yourself a fine and dandy pair of socks, a mug or a t-shirt over in my merch store. Or I also have Atlas cards that I sometimes have in my eBay store. Check out my video description. So that is the end. Thank you for watching, and please hit a join or a subscribe, or just hit one of these tiles on this screen you see here now. Stay with Captain Steve that bit longer.